The early morning sun glinted off the polished fuselage of a $65 million Gulfstream G650 at Miami's private airport. Samantha Johnson, a 34-year-old black billionaire in a sharp Navy power suit, strode confidently toward her jet, her gold watch catching the light. Near the stairs, a group of flight crew members huddled together. Captain Thomas Sanders, a white man in his 50s with a permanently smug expression, stepped forward to block her path. "Sorry, ma'am," Thomas said with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. "This area is restricted to aircraft owners only." Samantha raised one perfectly arched eyebrow. "I am the owner." Thomas exchanged glances with his crew. A snicker escaped from the co-pilot. "We'll need to verify that," Thomas said, gesturing vaguely. "The lounge is that way." Behind Samantha, her assistant Marcus balled his fists in anger. She placed a calming hand on his arm before turning toward the lounge with regal composure. Inside the VIP lounge, Samantha sat perfectly composed in a leather chair while Marcus paced furiously. Through the floor-to-ceiling windows, they could see the crew laughing openly now. One crew member was mimicking Samantha's walk, while Thomas made a money phone gesture near his ear. "Let me call legal," Marcus fumed. "We'll own this airline by lunchtime." Samantha tapped her phone screen calmly. "Better," she said with quiet determination. 45 minutes later, the lounge doors burst open. Thomas entered with his fake smile plastered on. "Apologies for the delay," he began. "The owner still isn't." "Enough," Samantha interrupted, standing smoothly. She strode past him without another word, Marcus following close behind with a smirk. At the jet stairs, Samantha produced a tablet showing the aircraft registration in her name. The crew's faces fell in unison as they realized their mistake. "As of this moment," Samantha declared, her voice icy calm, "you're all relieved of duty. Security will escort you out." The crew stood frozen in shock. Thomas's mouth opened and closed like a fish out of water. "You can't just," he stammered. "I believe I just did," Samantha replied, her gaze unflinching. What followed was pure poetic justice. The crew shuffled off with their heads hung low, while Samantha stood triumphant at the top of the stairs like a queen surveying her domain. Nearby, several people recorded the scene on their phones, and within hours the video went viral worldwide. News outlets picked up the story with cheerings blaring. "Billionaire humiliates racist crew," and private jet owner fights back. At a press conference the next day, with cameras flashing around her, Samantha addressed the incident with grace and power. "This isn't about one jet or one crew," she told the gathered reporters. "This is about every person who's ever been told you don't belong." 2 weeks later, Samantha boarded the same jet with an all-black, all-female crew. The new captain, a sharp-eyed woman in her 40s, saluted her respectfully. As Samantha settled into her seat, she allowed herself a small, satisfied smile. "Now this," she murmured. "This feels like luxury."